Hello, Shawnee Heights community. As part of our commitment to ensuring that all our students have access to the best possible educational opportunities, both now and in the future, we've been conducting a district-wide assessment of our facilities. We want to keep you updated on our progress as we move through this process. This work began in June of 2023 with a district population study conducted by RSP. July through August of 2023, HTK Architects completed a comprehensive building needs assessment for each of our schools. Their findings, presented at the board meeting in November 2023, provided valuable insights into the condition and functionality of our facilities. Before we get too far, if you are interested in a more detailed update on the population study or HTK's facility presentation, click on the link in the description of this video to be redirected to our facilities updates and info page on our website. This page will continue to be updated throughout the process with information regarding our progress. This fall, building and district administrators collaborated with HTK to carefully review and prioritize the needs of each building, focusing on what is essential to support student success. Our Board of Education also held work sessions this October and November to discuss these priorities and consider options for improving and modernizing our learning spaces and our school buildings and grounds. On December 3rd, 2024, we took another step forward by convening a steering committee to take a closer look at the district's needs. This committee, which includes parents, community members, staff, and board members, brings diverse perspectives to the table, helping us make thoughtful and informed decisions. The purpose of this committee is to make prioritized recommendations to the Board of Education. Their work will focus on addressing our school's short-term and long-term needs, ensuring we provide the best possible learning environments for our students. While the committee will provide recommendations, the final decision will be made by our Board of Education, guided by our shared mission to support student success at every level. As part of this process, we're also reflecting on how education has evolved and how our facilities need to adapt to meet these changes. When many of our buildings were first constructed, classrooms were designed for traditional lecture-style teaching. Rows of desks, limited flexibility, and minimal space for movement were the norm. However, research has shown that this approach isn't the most effective for long-term learning. Studies indicate that only 5% of information delivered through lectures is retained. Modern classrooms, on the other hand, are designed to foster active learning. They include flexible seating options, areas for collaboration, and spaces that allow students to personalize their learning experience. This shift requires more classroom space to fully support today's teaching methods and student needs. Our teachers have done an incredible job adapting to modern education research and teaching methods within the constraints of our older spaces. However, updated facilities will better support their effort and enhance learning opportunities for our students. Additionally, schools today are expected to offer a wide range of support services that didn't necessarily exist when our buildings were first designed. From counseling and special education to STEM labs and extracurricular programs, these services require space that wasn't accounted for in the original layouts. While our physical buildings have stayed largely the same, the demands on them have grown significantly, and we've outgrown some of the available space, especially at our elementary schools. After reviewing this background information at their meeting, the steering committee toured the middle school to see firsthand some of the challenges we face. They observed how spaces are currently used with original shelving that needs repair and no longer meets modern education needs. They also noted that some classrooms have only 4 electrical outlets, a stark contrast to today's needs for robust technology integration. When the building was constructed, there was little need for electrical access, but modern classrooms rely heavily on devices, smart boards, and other technology that require significantly more power. Additionally, the committee discussed some of the structural needs within the building, including foundation work required to maintain the safety and stability of the facility. These observations highlighted the need for updates and renovations to support teaching and learning. Ultimately, our goal for facility updates is to create additional space in our elementary schools to support growing student populations and learning opportunities, ensure that all students K through 12 have access to safe and accessible facilities, modernize learning spaces to reflect how students learn today, and address long-term infrastructure needs to set the district up for future success. In their first meeting, the steering committee began with reviewing HTK Architects' 3 options for creating additional space in our elementary schools. An overview of those options included constructing additions to each elementary school, adding onto the current middle school and moving 6th grade from the elementary schools to the middle school, building a new middle school to house 6th through 8th grade. The steering committee spent time discussing the challenges and benefits of each option, always keeping student learning and development at the forefront of their conversation. Some of the key questions they explored included: how do we create additional space in our elementary schools? What are the best options for supporting growth at the elementary level? How might moving 6th grade to the middle school benefit students? We know that these decisions are not just about the buildings themselves. They're about creating the best possible learning environment for our students, ensuring they have the tools and resources they need to thrive. As the steering committee continues to meet and explore options for updates at elementary schools and other district facilities, we want to emphasize that this is just the first part of the discussion. The needs of all buildings will be reviewed and addressed throughout this process, and we'll keep you informed along the way. There will also be opportunities for staff, parent, and community input later in the process. Your input and support are essential as we work together to shape the future of Shawnee Heights. We encourage you to visit our facility updates and info page at www.usd450.net to stay updated on the latest developments. If you have any questions, concerns, or even ideas, please take a moment to fill out the form on the page. Your feedback is appreciated. Thank you for being part of this important journey with us. At Shawnee Heights, our commitment is to prepare the students of today for the opportunities of tomorrow.